Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to the Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. The email address is in the description box below. That's the direct line for you to me and my crew, a special direct service line for watches you see here on Watchbox Reviews. And today, we are discussing the 2012 20-piece limited edition Girard-Perregaux WW.TC World Time Flyback Chronograph in lush white ceramic. A handsome special series from Girard-Perregaux. This is one of the iconic GPs. If you want a true core GP model, you want to get yourself a Laureato or you want to get yourself a WW.TC. Since the first time only example with World Time appeared in the year 2000, it has become a mainstay of the catalog. And equipped with a flyback chronograph, this one is even more special. 43 millimeters in nearly scratch-proof white ceramic. The watch sits light on my wrist. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, and the watch is a broad 52 millimeters lug-to-lug, but you can see the curve of those lugs, and they wrap easily around the wrist. The timepiece is not excessively thick, so it's only 13.6 millimeters thick in spite of the complications and the impressive 100-meter water resistance. The spacing between the lugs, GP was looking forward 22 millimeters, so it has a nice, modern, wide-planted stance for an oversized complication sports watch. Rolling over to the strap, you can see it features curved spring bars so that you can move the strap without impediment, and you can still drill relatively close to the case. Now, if we get a little bit closer, you can see that the strap's nicely defined. It is vulcanized rubber, it's not silicone, so very durable. It has nice character lines externally with a matte finish on the top, and then on the underside you can see it has a chevron style pattern to aggress against the wrist and hold it tight, but also hollows on both sides to allow the wrist to breathe on a hot day. Now, the clasp is a handsome piece. It's crafted from titanium and it uses a twin trigger release. It's all satin finish externally. A few thoughtful features here. The twin trigger is giving it an additional measure of security against accidental deployment, and then there is a push button system that allows you to push the buttons and slide and make micro adjustments. It's easier to do when the watch is on the wrist, but you can micro adjust in or out on both sides, so you have quite a good deal of adjustment. You have 5 millimeters on each side. This is also a strap that can be cut to length, so you cut and get close and then you use the micro adjustment to size to suit. This is a brand new GP factory strap. You will have the right of cutting it. As you can see externally, for color contrast as well as durability, the crowns, there are two of them, and the chronograph pushers are coated with rubber. That offers excellent grip as well as resistance to scratching and scuffing. Now, the crowns are screw down because this watch has more water resistance than a standard WW.TC chrono. Those are generally 30 to 50 meters. This is 100, a true sports watch. You can see there's a combination of blackened titanium case back here and then that white ceramic that is almost impossible to scratch. It's effectively as scratch resistant as a sapphire crystal. And about that sapphire crystal, this watch uses a gray smoked sapphire on both sides to tint the movement as well as the dial for the sake of contrast with the case. Now, the watch has a white dial, and as you can see, it's stepped. The outside of the dial with the World Time chapter ring, and you put your reference city. Let's get a little bit closer for detail. You put your reference city up at 12 o'clock. So my reference city is New York because I'm in Philadelphia, East Coast, United States time. You can see that there is a 24-hour scale on a ring that rotates counterclockwise. I'll demonstrate how that works with a day-night delineation. So one half of the semicircle, one semicircle is going to be that black, the other half is light. That's your day-night indicator. So for example, now it is 8 a.m. in New York. You know, because it's reading 8 rather than, for example, 20. So it is 8 in New York and is 8 p.m. in Bangkok. That's how you read the World Time chapter ring. You look for the adjacent hour and then you look to the center for minutes. Now you can see high contrast. This is a panda style watch with a sporting white, black, and red tritone. Let's restart the chronograph here. As you can see, the watch needs to be wound. It has a 46-hour power reserve, and it does boast a hacking seconds function. Restart the chronograph. You can see it uses a vertical clutch chronograph for smooth engagement, so there's no jump to the chronograph when you start it. The dial has excellent depth with the World Time ring superimposed over the hours ring, superimposed over the center dial. Plenty of lume. You can see that the watch is a flyback chronograph that you reset and restart with a single push. There's a contrasting black date ring, and as you can see, there is a quick set for the date. Now the watch has a flyback chronograph functionality, stop seconds, quick set date, automatic winding, 100-meter water resistance, world time functionality, and I should also mention a manufacturer caliber GP3300. As you can see, this is a manufacturer movement handsomely executed by Girard-Perregaux of La Chaux-de-Fonds, Switzerland. Circular Côte de Genève on the rotor, linear Côte de Genève on the bridges, a large engine turning and small engine turning surrounding on the base plate, and then you have lovely blued screws and a few satin finished elements as well. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It is, as I mentioned, vertical clutch, 63 joule. It is a chronograph, world time, stop second, quick set, 46-hour automatic. It is the bee's knees in terms of complication and nicely made by Girard-Perregaux. It's roughly the equivalent in terms of quality and thickness to a Zenith Elite, a Breguet 8815, or a Jaeger-LeCoultre 889. A handsome watch, a rare watch with only 20 pieces made, and an iconic Girard-Perregaux. See this one and make it yours on the watch box. Girard-Perregaux WW.TC by night.